Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the I Rate Your Squads series. This is now episode 3, and it's going to be another episode either tomorrow or on Monday, because as you can see, I put out a tweet about a day ago, and 61 replies, and of course, we've got plenty of people in the DMs as well, so loads of squads. Again, I have gone with 12, which I think is a good number. I think that's been good length in terms of the videos are coming out just under about that 20-minute mark, which I think is a good amount. So I'm not going to do another tweet for the second video. Like I said, I'm going to make 2 videos off of this one tweet right here, and then next week I will put out again another tweet asking you guys for your squads. But you've been loving these videos, so I am going to keep on doing them. Now, the market has changed quite a lot since last time I did this. Obviously, we had the Tracy McGrady stuff that's still going on until Monday. So, Tracy McGrady is probably going to be a card that I recommend for quite a few of these squads. But let's go ahead and jump into it. And if you aren't in this video, like I said, I will be making another one based off of this tweet. So, out of those 61 replies, 24 of them will be in the video, which is just under half, which I think is quite good. So, Kurt, first of all, willing to sell Jamal Crawford to improve the small forward and power forward positions. So we have got Jamal Crawford, who is a very nice card. Incredible, not really, but very, very nice. Power forward position, straight away I can see you've got 2 players that don't have range extender, which, as I always say, will be a little bit of a problem, especially if you go into unlimited and you come up against people who are going to zone you up, which does happen quite often, sadly, these days. So power forward position definitely needs some work. Scalabrini is a fantastic player, so I don't really think you need to sell him because if you need the small forward and power forward position, out of the 2 of them, I would definitely say the power forward position needs a little bit more work. Even someone cheap you can get in there, like a Danny Manning or someone like that, will be a very nice addition to the squad. And if you can spend a little bit more, I would probably recommend picking up someone like Jared Dudley and then moving Scalabrini over to the backup or the starting power forward role, because Scal's rebounding is very, very nice, and defensively he is a lot better than Jared Dudley. And of course, Jared Dudley is 6'6", so you really don't want to be running that guy at the power forward position. And then, to be honest, I'll probably move Isaac down to the bench and then get Giannis out of the squad, because Rick Fox is a very nice card anyway. But other than that, a very, very solid budget squad. Marvin Bagley, one of the best budget centers in the game. Dino Radja, I would definitely have starting over Marvin Bagley. I assume you just bring him off the bench for a little bit of a boost when your opponent brings his bench unit in, but I would start with Dino Radja, just so you can control games a little bit better. RJ Barrett's fantastic. Malcolm Brogdon is fantastic, but I definitely think you can afford to sell off Jamal Crawford. Brogdon can start, and then Isaac Bonga can come off the bench. And if you need another point guard, you can pick up someone cheap like the Jevon Carter, or you can ball out a little bit more and pick up the pink diamond Pete Maravich. So for the first squad, I'm going to be pretty harsh in this video, I think. This is just going to get a 7 out of 10. So it's a nice little budget squad, but nothing crazy. All right, we move on to Anastasis, who says, hello JD, I sold Dino yesterday for 60k. I can get him back though when his price comes down. I've got around $500,000 to play with. I don't want to spend my tokens just yet. Have a good day. Have a good day yourself. So yeah, you're absolutely balling in terms of the tokens. So you've smashed that. We've got a very, very strong starting 5. Magic, Opal, T-Mac, Cam Reddish, James Worthy and Bol Bol. And off the bench, Luka, Brant Royce, Siakam, Roko and Embiid. And Embiid is a guy that kind of, divided the comments last video, because I don't like this card. I don't recommend him, and I said it in quite a lot of the squads in that video for you guys to replace Embiid. And I'm going to keep on doing it because it's my opinion that I don't think that card is very good. If I come up against it, I'm pretty happy because I know that his release isn't very good. And for me, whenever I've used him, because I have used him, I've got him on my main account, he just feels so slow, and his speed is a big problem in my opinion. But anyway, moving past Embiid, like I said, I would definitely get rid of him, replace him. I would also say to get rid of Bol Bol, especially at the center position. He's only got the 80 strength, I believe it is. So if you're coming up against someone like Shaq, a Wilt Chamberlain, a Kareem, a Taco Fall, you are going to get destroyed. You're going to get out-rebounded massively because Bol Bol's not going to be able to get out of any box outs or anything like that. And he's going to get boxed out really easily himself. So Bol Bol at center position is not a good move in my opinion. Obviously, offensively, he is fantastic. But I think defensively, he will cost you. So you could move Bol Bol down to the 4 and then obviously pick up a better centre. And for that amount of MT, you can go ahead and you can ball out on a Galaxy Opal Kareem, who is still one of the best centres in the game. And I think that'll make a big addition to your squad. But other than that, it's still a very, very strong team. So I'm going to give this one an 8.5 An 8 to an 8.5, somewhere in the middle. Next up, we have got Finbar, who says, I have 80k and 225 tokens. I use Embiid if I need a shooting centre and wall to slash if I need. I'm open to any tips and suggestions. I use a Heat 13 playbook. I also have Bingo Smith. Do I cash out on Dwayne Wade? Right one is if I sold everything. So that's his one if he sold everything, but this is his squad at the moment. So Luka, James, AK, Paul George, Taco, very, very strong starting lineup. Off the bench, D Wade, RJ, Cam Reddish, Siakam, and Dino Radja. Again, very, very strong. Out of the starting five, Taco Fall is not someone that I'm really too keen on. I've used him this year. Again, speed is his big downfall. He feels so slow, as you would expect on someone who is 7'5", of course, but for me, not the best centre out there for his budget. So I'd probably just say sell off Taco and then move Dino Radja to the starting centre position, and then you can pick up someone off the bench that's a little bit better. So someone like a Harry Giles or a Bam Adebayo. Other than that, I don't really think you can make too many upgrades to your squad for the amount of MT that you've got. You've obviously grinded hard for this James Harden, so massive shout out to you. That's more than I've done this year, and I definitely need to start doing that soon. But yeah, I haven't got the Harden just yet. But yeah, other than that, a very strong team. I'm going to give that one another 8 to 8.5. Next up, we have got Carson Gray. About 300k, but waiting for the content to drop tomorrow. So that was, of course, the Flash 6 packs that came out yesterday. No money spent player, inspired by you. Yes, you cannot spend money as long as you grind. That is very, very true. Wanted to buy Kareem and sell Porzingis. Love your vids, keep it up. Thank you very much, Carson. So again, we've got Bol and Porzingis as centres, and that is as red flags. The strength on both of those guys is pretty damn low. We've got Taco Fall though, so if you do need a giant, you do have one. But I would definitely say, basically what you've mentioned here. Sell Kareem. No, don't sell Kareem. Sell Porzingis and pick up Kareem. And then add in Kareem to that starting lineup and then move Bol down to the backup 4 and then Dino Radja to the backup 5, or even just move Taco Fall over one more. And I think that squad will then be looking even better, but it's already fantastic. Ben Simmons Evo'd is one of the best point guards in the game. Blake Griffin, I've got him. I think he's fantastic. AK, I've got him. I think he's fantastic. Zach LaVine, I've got him. I don't think he is fantastic, especially as a primary ball handler. So maybe at the shooting guard position, he would be all right, but point guard position, he is not worth it. So shooting guard position, I think that's his best position. He doesn't have unpluckable, and he does get the ball stolen from him quite often. We've got another guy who's grinding for James Harden. Josh Smith is amazing. This is a really, really good squad. So this one's definitely getting an 8.5, maybe pushing a 9. No, I'm going to give this one a 9. That is such a strong squad, just because of the volume of players that are such high tier. Ben Simmons, Luka Doncic, Josh Smith, AK, Blake, Porzingis. Like, that is a fantastic squad. But that is going to get a 9 out of 10. A very good team right there. And if you had 300k, do I think you can do much more than other Kareem? I don't think so. All right, next up, we have got NBA 2K. No, we don't. We've got Austin, who says, I have 400k MT at the moment. I run 5 out with Shaq and Wilt, because most of the time I can burn my opponent's center. Want to improve my backup small forward position. Look at that starting lineup. That is disgusting. Shaq, Porzingis, James Worthy, T-Mac, and Luka. That is one of the best starting fives that you can get in the game. Sure, you could argue at the point guard position, maybe you'd have the new glitched Hidu, maybe you'd have Magic Johnson, maybe you'd have Ben Simmons, but Luka Doncic is in that conversation. And then off the bench, James Harden, Cam Reddish, Brandon Ingram, Siakam, and Wilt Chamberlain. So you want to back up small forward. If you've got the MT, obviously you don't have it liquid in the top right hand here, but you've got 2,000 tokens. So if you want to ball out on the tokens, I would suggest go ahead and pick up the Galaxy Opal Josh Smith, and he can come straight in at that backup small forward position and maybe even take over James Worthy's starting position in the team. But that is such a good team. That is going to get a 9.5 out of 10. And I think that's the highest rating I've given out this year. So obviously a 10 is going to be like a full 13 of Galaxy Opals and like the best cards in the game. So I don't want to give out 10s unless it is the best of the best. But this is so close. Like, I'm going to have to give this one a 9.5 out of 10. What a fantastic squad that is, Austin. Shout out to you for making that one. Next up, we've got Joshua. Got 200k MT, and I'm happy to spend all of it. Want to replace my backup small forward, power forward, and centre. So we need a lot of work doing to... Oh, hello, where have you gone? Need a lot of work doing to the bench. Small forward, power forward, and centre. Yeah, definitely. We've got Rick Barry down there, Richard Jefferson, and Aaron Baines. So that definitely needs quite a bit of work. Other than that, Brogdon and KPJ are fantastic. Magic Johnson, Brandon Roy, Cam Reddish, Giannis and Bamba. Realistically, I would say sell Magic Johnson. You don't need to have 400k MT stuck in one player when the rest of your squad can really do with upgrades. So I would say sell Magic. Rick Barry's got to go because he is so bad. Pick up someone cheap like the Pink Diamond Andrew Wiggins or a Michael Redd or Jared Dudley, Scalabrini, etc. And they can cover up the small forward and power forward positions. And then at the centre position, yeah, again, Mo Bamba, not a fantastic card. He's got 60 strength. He will get bullied big time. So again, I would say to replace him. And if you've got plenty of MT, then you can pick up, like I said, a Harry Giles, a Bam Adebayo, or a Marvin Bagley if you need to. Or even like someone like a Pink Diamond, Greg Oden. But yeah, Brandon Roy's great, Cam Reddish is great, Magic is obviously incredible, but I think that's too much MT to have in one player. So just because of this bench unit down here, and these backup 3 players, it is bad, man. I'm going to have to give this one I don't know, Magic brings it up. It would be a 6.5, but I'll give it a 7 just because of Magic Johnson. Next up, we have got Peter, who says, I run pick and roll, pick and pop, also rim run if needed. I use the 21 delay freelance, not sure if I should buy Opal Josh Smith from the token market or wait until they add some more players. My weakest position is definitely powerful, but not sure who to get. I would definitely recommend Galaxy Opal Josh Smith. You're not going to get much better than him. Even if they drop new token market players, which they will do eventually, they're not going to be much better than him. He is so good. And this is a very, very strong team. Magic Johnson, Zach LaVine, MJ, and the Galaxy Opal Taco. For some reason, you just don't see many people running MJ. I know he is a little bit expensive, but of course, he is one of the best cards in the game. And off the bench, we've got Dwayne Wade, who is, of course, still a fantastic player. Brandon Roy's fantastic, so is RJ. Rocco is very good. Offensively, doesn't give you incredible amounts, but is very good. And then Joel Embiid, you guys all know my feelings about that card. So you got 400k. Realistically, I would say sell off Taco Fall, buy yourself Galaxy Opal Kareem, and then at the backup centre position, pick yourself up the Pink Diamond Dino Radja. But a very, very strong squad. MJ, like I said, not a card you see, but is still one of the best cards in the game. So I am going to give that one an 8.5 out of 10. A very nice squad indeed. All right, next up we have got Jordan, who says, hey JD, I run the Heat 2013 playbook and 5 out with the Hawks 2018 freelance. Looking to maybe upgrade my small forward position. I have 500k MT, but don't want to spend it all. Keep up the food work. I'm not a food reviewer. We do good work over here. Love the vid, so thank you, Jordan. So 500k to upgrade the small forward position. Hello, where has it gone again? Right, 500k to upgrade the small forward position. So we've got Luca, then Opal T-Mac, Paul George, Blake, and Wilt. That is a fantastic starting lineup. And off the bench, Harden, Roy, Reddish, Worthy, and Dino. If you've got 500k, I would suggest go ahead, pick yourself up Galaxy Opal, Andrei Kirilenko to add in here, and then move Paul George down to the bench in place of either Cam Reddish or Brandon Roy, depending on who you like more out of those. But that is such a good team. That is going to get at least a 9 from me. T-Max unreal. Blake is fantastic. So is Luca. And even off the bench, James Worthy is fantastic. We all know how good Dino Radja is. So that is a very strong 9 out of 10 right there for you, Jordan. Next up, we have got Anthony. 360k-ish MT. I'm looking for an Opal shooting guard. Thanks, JD. I'm no money spent. So shout out to you, Anthony. So we have got Luca, AK, Galaxy Opal Taco, very nice. Embiid, Aaron Gordon, and that's not a card you see running very often these days. I had him when he first dropped, and I paid like 180k for him, which is crazy to think, and that was only a couple of months ago, but he was really, really nice actually at the time, but probably a little bit outdated at this point in the game. We got Michael Beasley, RJ, and then De'Aaron Fox, which is not a card you see very often at all. So you say you want to upgrade the shooting guard position. You got 300k there in the bank. I mean, you can pick up someone at the Galaxy Opal level like a Jamal Crawford and have him running there, and I don't think that's a bad idea, but you can probably get yourself a better Pink Diamond. Someone like the Michael Redd, the Andrew Wiggins, Jimmy Butler, Pink Diamond is still fantastic. Or you can ball out and go for someone like Pink Diamond Lance Stevenson, who can play at that shooting guard position and is incredible. But other than that, very, very nice squad. I'd probably recommend upgrading De'Aaron Fox. You can probably do a straight swap with him for the Pink Diamond Pistol Pete, and that will be a bit of an upgrade. But a very solid squad that is going to get. And again, I would recommend getting rid of Embiid just because I don't like that card. But again, that's probably going to get an 8.5 to a 9 out of 10. So that is a very strong squad. Next up, INF says, I run a lot of 3-point plays of screen and kick to an open shooter. I love your content. Stay safe. And I took your advice on all of my positions on the last video. And I need a better backup center for under 10k. I love your vids. And who would this be? So, you've taken my advice from last video, which is good, because I think you had one of the worst rated teams last week. So, massive shout out to you for taking on the advice. So, straight away, Isaac Bonga, very nice. 93 rated, that's weird because he's 92 rated. 93 would make him a diamond, so that's a weird visual glitch right there. Brent Barry, fantastic. Gerald Wallace, also fantastic. Mo Bamba at the 4, it can just about get away with him there. I have had a lot of people calling him slow-mo because he just doesn't look quick out on the floor at all. Like, he's got 90 speed, he should be really quick. But for some reason, he just doesn't translate that onto the floor. Marvin Bagley at the centre position, very nice budget card. And off the bench, Chauncey Billups, KPJ, Cam Reddish, Danny Manning and Thon Maker. That is very good. You have taken on a lot of my advice. I respect that massively. Okay, I can't get back to your message. That's really annoying. Okay, so I think you said backup centre position, so down here. So I would probably suggest with this 30k, go ahead and buy yourself Diamond Harry Giles, move Marvin Bagley down to the bench, and have Diamond Harry Giles as your starting centre. And yeah, that's pretty much all you can do with that amount of MT. Other than that, that is a very, very solid budget squad. And not gonna lie, that is a squad that I could run and I'd be pretty happy running it. So for a solid budget squad, that is going to get a 7.5 out of 10. Next up, we have got Max. Hi JD, this is my squad. I'm normally spent, right now I'm sitting on 2.1 million, looking to lock in the Prime 3 Series 3, as I have gotten through this much MT by listening to you. And by the way, Brandon Roy will never leave my team. He is still one of my favourite cards, and Giannis in the lineup is the Spotlight one, so that's not the glitched Giannis over there. So, Luca, Brandon Roy, who's not leaving, KD, for the first time today, we're seeing a KD, James Worthy, Mo Bamba, Richie Guerin, so you managed to get him from TTO, so massive shout out to you on that. Dr. J, so you've gone 12-0 5 times minimum, big dubs. Cam Reddish, Jonathan Isaac, Joel Embiid, Kobe, and then Boban. So, straight away, Mo Bamba, centre position, a big, big no-no. That is not a card you want to be having in your starting lineup at the centre position. So, Mo Bamba has got to go. And again, I'll just recommend the centres that I have been doing. So, Pink Diamond, Dino Raja, Greg Oden, and then, of course, Harry Giles, Bam Adebayo, etc. So, yeah, Mo Bamba definitely needs to come out of here. Off the bench, Richie Guerin, not going to lie, I don't know his stats off the top of my head because obviously I don't have the card, so I haven't really needed to look into his stats, but I think he's okay, nothing crazy. And again, Embiid, he's got to go realistically, but other than that, starting lineup really strong. These 4 opals are 4 very, very strong opals, and Dr. J down here is also a fantastic card, so very nice squad, but just because of Mo Bamba, that is going to bring it down, so that's going to be an 8 out of 10 for me. And then the final one of the day is going to be from Jordan, who is coming in and saying, I need a backup power forward and backup centre for 20k for both. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Jordan. So this is very bad quality, but we can just about make out that he has got Mo Bamba and Shaq down here off the bench. We've got the Kobe. It's such a shame what they've done to that Kobe card. So you can't really run him if you are going into Unlimited because you will get killed defensively. And even offensively, you're not getting much apart from catch and shoots. So for 20k, you should be able to afford a Diamond Danny Manning in the backup power forward position, and then the Amethyst Marvin Bagley at the centre position, and that'll definitely make your backup lineup a little bit more secure. And then if you do need a cheap shooter guard, Amethyst Stevenson is still out there and still one of the best budget cards in the game. But other than that, Greg Oden, Ben Wallace, Scalabrini, Andrew Wiggins, Pete Maravich, some of the best pink diamonds out there realistically. Ben Wallace not really, because offensively he doesn't give you much, his animations aren't great, but Pete, Wiggins, Scal, very, very strong, and Greg Oden, one of the better defensive centres in the game. So a very strong team. I'm going to give that one an 8 out of 10. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you have enjoyed. And like I said, there will be another video going out based off this tweet. So if you haven't got your squads replied to it, make sure to do so. And again, I will be doing another couple of episodes next week. So if you're not in this one or the next one, there will be another tweet. There will be another chance to get involved in the videos. I hope you guys have enjoyed. As usual, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.